Hey, welcome back to Smoky Ribs. I'm going to be firing up the Mojo Griddle today and doing some burgers, but not just any old burger. This is going to be the straight up burger with pig patty and donkey sauce. You may have heard of this burger. It gained its popularity aboard the Carnival Cruise Ships at Guy's Burger Joints and has sold millions. The recipe is a little in-depth and a little time-consuming in certain areas, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this, and let me show you how it's done. Alright, the first step in this is to roast some garlic. We're going to be making a aioli with this a little later on, so you want to cut about 1/3 down this garlic here just to expose the cloves like I got right here. Alright, now from there I'm going to place it on some foil. Alright, now you want to drizzle a little olive oil on here. This is a very good extra virgin olive oil. From there I got some sea salt I'm going to sprinkle on top. Then a little black pepper. Alright, I've got my oven preheated to 375 degrees. I'm going to wrap this up just like this. We're going to place it in the oven for around an hour. Alright, now what I have here is I have a pot with some cold water. And I'm going to bring this up slowly to a simmer. And into this water I'm adding 12 ounces of applewood smoked bacon. And we're just going to let this cook for anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is going to get it to where it's almost falling apart. I'm just going to go ahead and submerge it in here and go ahead and separate it. Alright, so I've got all my bacon separated and loose in here. The water's just now warming up. It's going to take it a few minutes. It's going to get it up to a simmer, and from there we're going to let it simmer, like I said, for about an hour and a half, maybe up to 2 hours, until this is just about falling apart. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this donkey sauce together. In actuality, all this is a roasted garlic aioli. Into this, I've got 1 cup of mayo. I'm using Duke's mayo. I've got 1 teaspoon of just plain old yellow prepared mustard. I've got 4 dashes of Worcestershire sauce. I've got some black pepper and about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now here I've got some roasted garlic. It's still a little on the warm side. I just took it out. I went for an hour and 15 minutes. As you can see by the color, it's nice and roasted. And all we're going to do is just simply squeeze this out. See the steam coming off? It's still plenty hot. Alright, now it calls for about a 1/4 cup, which is about what that is. So I'm just simply going to chop that up a little bit. I'm going to put it in here and give it a good mix. Alright, I'm going to give this a try. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put this Mornay sauce together, and basically all it is a cheese sauce, a bechamel and cheese. So I've got 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Now into that, I'm just going to start whisking. I've got a total of 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to slowly add this in and begin to whisk it in until I get the consistency of like a wet sand. Alright, I'm going to stir this around for about 2 minutes. I don't want it to change colors. I just want it to cook off a little bit of that flour taste by heating it up thoroughly for around 2 minutes. Alright, I've got 1 cup of milk that I've warmed up. I'm going to add this in slowly until I get it all incorporated. It's going to end up being a real creamy, smooth sauce. Alright, now I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of salt. This is sea salt. You can use kosher salt, table salt. Don't really matter. I'm going to turn this heat down a little bit. I just want this to stay warm. I don't really want it simmering. Alright, now we're going to add in just a pinch of nutmeg. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, now into that, I've got 3 slices of deli style American cheese, and I'm just going to tear this up into chunks here and melt it into this sauce. Alright, now you just want to incorporate all this cheese into it until you get it all melted. And like I said, you're going to have a real creamy consistency when it's all said and done. Alright, now if this gets too thick on you, and I think this is, you want to thin it out a little bit by adding a little bit more milk. I've already added that whole cup. I just poured some more in this little pot here to warm it up. Now I'm just going to work this in until I think we got the right consistency. Okay, that's looking right there. See that? Somewhat pourable, but it's still thick enough. That's what you're looking for. Alright, I'm going to cut the heat off on this. I'm just going to keep this on warm. And that will be coming up later. Alright, this is the bacon that I had simmering in that water for around an hour and 45 minutes. I drained the water out. I let all these cool down to room temperature and just kind of form some little patties out of it. They're not going to hold together like a burger patty, of course, but once they hit that griddle and start crisping up on each side, then they'll hold together. And this is what they refer to as a pig patty on this burger. Alright, I just dumped a whole load of charcoal in this Weber. We're getting ready to put this Mojo griddle on top of it, get it up to temperature, go ahead and clean it and rub it down with oil and everything, getting it ready for these pig patties. We'll be back. Alright, just like always, I'm using vegetable oil and salt to clean this Mojo griddle. It's been stored for about 3 weeks, hadn't been used. So we're going to knock off anything that might just happen to be on there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cook up these pig patties here. So I'm going to put a little bit of vegetable oil on top of our griddle. Alright, I'm pretty hot right here in the center, so I'll move these off to the edge. I've got a complete kettle of charcoal, which is making it hotter further out compared to the way I normally do this. But I'm just about right here on the edge for this bacon. Alright, I've still got bacon grease on top of this griddle. We're going to go ahead and get these patties going. What I've got here is these meatballs that I rolled up about the size of a baseball. I've got them salt and peppered. And we're simply just going to place them on this griddle and we're going to press them out about 1/3 of an inch thick, just like that. Right now you want to take this Mornay sauce that we made earlier and you want to top it right on top of your patties. This is that cheese sauce. Now onto that, we're going to get 3 slices of cheese. This is a deli style American cheese. American style. Alright, I've got chicken broth mixed with water. I'll put the exact amounts in the description box. We're going to create a steam. Cover it. Got to get our cheese nice and melty. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take these off. Alright, I'm going to take some unsalted butter. Getting ready to toast the bottom sides of these buns. Alright, let's go ahead and assemble one of these. First thing you want to put on here is this donkey sauce. This stuff is good. You want to spread some on your top and your bottom. Alright, now from here you want to take one of these dill pickle, thinly cut dill pickle slices. Alright, from here we're going to place one of our patties on, which is still very hot. Alright, now we're going to take the pig patty that we did and lay it there on top. Now I got Vidalia onion that is thinly sliced. I'm going to put a few of these on here. Thinly sliced tomato. And some thin shredded iceberg lettuce. Then put your top on. That is it. Alright, let's take a taste of this bad boy. I tell you what, this is a massive burger. Look at that. Alright, here we go. Juicy ain't the word, man. It's running down my elbows. Man, that's good. Good burger, guaranteed. I'll be doing these again. Until next time, smoke your ribs.